Hello guys, this is Ruthie and
Sunday.
so a lot of you have asked me what I did to lose weight some time back, about a year ago, shortly after giving birth and having our first child. And so I have done my best to give tips on what I did to lose weight, but there's one little thing that I did not share, and I wanted to talk about it a little bit. And honey, do you remember the thing that you said to me in the beginning that actually made me want to start losing weight?
Wow, is it what I said or the way I said it? Which of them? Or both of them?
Well, it's actually a combination of both of them.
Okay, my wife was, I think we were not together. I was out of state, out of town, and she sent me a picture. I think you were excited about that picture.
Yeah.
Was that what happened?
Mm-hmm.
She sent me a picture and I was like, what's going on here? Looks like my wife is adding more weight. I was thinking, even if you're not losing weight, just maintain the same weight you still have. And I was like, I couldn't hold my emotions, and I was like, baby, are you doing something about these weights? And I think that really offended her. I just had to tell her the truth about it. This is not what we planned. This is not what we imagined was going to happen. We thought, you're going to work on it on time. So, how did you feel when I reacted that way after seeing your picture?
Yeah. Well, actually, my version of the story is he had traveled, just like you mentioned. He traveled.
Yeah.
And when I send you the picture, I was excited about showing you something in the picture.
Oh.
But you didn't seem to care about what I had to show you.
I didn't even see what you were
I'm
trying
not
to show
even
me.
sure you even knew, listen to what I wanted to tell you at all. And what you said was exactly just what you said about, you asked me whether I was doing
Are
something.
you doing something about this weight?
Yes. And it came so strong, and it kind of caught me off guard because I wasn't expecting that. And it did hurt my feeling, and but I later thought about it,
So here's a question I have for you. Your feelings were hurt, and still, you are still able to make a positive change, a dramatic change that I'm so proud of right now, and I'm so impressed that you are, you are a champion of your life. You decided to do what many people will think is impossible, So how did you do it? How did you go from being hurt to now being the person you are right now, to be physically fit?
Yeah. Well, actually, it didn't happen, overnight. When you first made that statement, that was the only time you said that. And I told you how I felt. I was upset. I was hurt. And I told you, now wait a minute, you didn't make me this way now. And this isn't all my fault, I just had your baby. And of course, he was almost probably 7-8 months at that time. And I mean, of course, granted, you were really patient all this while. You didn't really say anything. We might jokingly talk about food. You might say, man, my baby can't eat. When you see me eat a lot, you might make jokes like that. But you didn't really, that was the first time you actually said something direct. So, and I know you, and I know that when you say something like that, you mean it. And so I looked into it. I decided, you know what, let me just go ahead and consider it. Why have I not really been proactive? I knew what I wanted. I know that I'm not really completely comfortable. I know that, it's been a while. The baby's growing now. So the excuse I had, I'm a new mom and all of that, it's starting to get a little bit old. In the beginning it was cute, but now it's getting a little bit old. So why exactly am I not really proactive? What's stopping me? What's making me feel like, I should stay this way, or why am I not feeling motivated enough to actually do something about it? So once I started to sit down, once I started to look into the situation, I realized that, I was just really comfortable with that excuse that I was a new mom. And it was accepted. You kind of get a break when it comes to stuff like this. Society gives you a break when you're a new mom in terms of weight loss, or losing weight or being big or overweight or whatnot. But, that was, for me, that was exactly what I needed, because after that, I started to look into it. I started to ponder on it, and I realized that, okay, it wasn't okay. The excuse was getting old. I can do more. I can do better. And I also thought about our child, the kind of example that I would want to set for him. I was feeling kind of overwhelmed when I thought about the amount of weight. I'd never been that big before. And when I thought about the amount of weight that I gained, I didn't even know like where to begin. I was overwhelmed by it. So
it was almost like whatever I said just like woke you up from your sleep. Like it's that you knew the right things to do before. But when I said what I said to you, it spurred you into action. You really had to start doing what you needed to do.
So I knew that someone else around me, especially because it came from you, initially that's the way I felt. Oh, everybody's happy, my husband is happy, I'm okay. I know that I would love to lose the weight, but everybody's comfortable, so let me just relax too. But then when you said that, it let me know that, okay, it means something to you. And even before we got married, I was somebody who was very like conscious about taking care of myself in every area, spiritually, emotionally, even physically, preparing myself for my spouse. So I wanted to be comfortable in my skin. I also wanted to be pleasing to whoever that was. Of course, that person became you. So for you to say that, I knew that it was something that was important to you as well. So I decided, okay, I want to look into it. So it basically gave me the motivation to start.
Great. That is excellent. Now, we have one or two people, watching us right now, and some of them will be curious, like, what is the most important lesson you want them to pick from your story of being hurt, and now you can remember whatever I said, and you are grateful that I said whatever I said. So what is the most important lesson you think anybody watching us right now will pick from it? And lest we forget, I think I apologize for being a little bit more, would I say I was more stern and more, but I just felt it was needed, and I apologize for you were still hurt. But what is the most important lesson you think people will pick from these? Maybe in terms of society expectation or whatever. What do you think? What do you have to tell them before?
I think that the most important thing I would want to leave with people is I think all of us have something in our lives that we are not comfortable with, something inside of us that we would want, we desire. It doesn't even have to be weight loss. It could be in the area of finance. It could be in the area of maybe relationship, like that you are worthy, you want to be in a healthier relationship, you want to be more financially free, stable, be able to earn more and be experience freedom in your finance. There are different things that we all want, anything that you really want, but because society kind of let you think that there's a cap on what you can get, or that this is okay. So in my case, where we come from, when you're a new mom, it's like when you become a mother, actually it's almost like accepted, just like it's your fate. You're gonna be big, you never be a certain size anymore, just accept it. That's just like a normal thing. So in my mind, I have a reason to be that way. But I've always, even before I became pregnant, I always was of the mindset that I always wanted to be my best. Maintain, be my best in every area of life. And I knew that that wasn't my best. And I knew that I could, be more. I wasn't very, within me, before you said that, I wasn't very comfortable. In the beginning, I kind of gave myself a break and all of that. But I knew that I needed to do something. So basically, what I would want people to know is that you don't have to use the standard of society to basically determine what you can get in life.
So you don't have to accept the norm.
You don't have to.
You can choose to chart the course of your own life in the direction you like it to go.
Absolutely. Right? Yeah, you can decide whatever it is. If you're not comfortable, in the case of weight loss, I realized that there are many factors that affect people from, maybe losing weight. There could be health issues and whatever not. So of course, if you need to get professional help and all of that, that's important. But if you're not comfortable within your skin, if there's something that you want, dare to believe that there's a possibility that you could get exactly what you want. You do not have to accept the status quo on what you see right now. Look into it, investigate it, your possibilities and go after it. Seek out the wisdom that you need and the skills or the knowledge that you need to get exactly what you want. You don't have to accept what is right now. If you're not comfortable, it's your life. So you can determine the future of your life. You can determine how things change for you in any certain area of your life. Things can be the way you want, but that is in your hands. So you decide, and don't let environment make that decision for you. You don't have to accept mediocrity in any area of life.
Great, excellent. I believe you guys have learned a lot from my wonderful wife today. She's so pretty. So you want to say bye to them?
So wait a minute, would I still be pretty? Would you still love me if I didn't look,
Yeah, my love for you is unconditional. And if I truly love you, I have to get the best for you. I have to make sure you're in the best shape of your life. Whatever I can do. I don't believe love is pampering. Love. I think we can do another session on this because our time is up today and I can tell you guys more.
Okay.
The fact that you love somebody doesn't mean you just keep watching them and they are, getting fat or they are getting unhealthy. Love lets you put them in the shape, in the way their life should be. So I think that's the way it is. So you want to say bye to them?
Yes. And I know definitely the reason why I received, I took it seriously what you said to me was because I knew you loved me and I knew that you had the best in heart for me. So definitely I think that we should that's another thing, to have people in your corner that will tell you the truth. Not just people that will always sing your praises, but people that love you, that will tell you the truth so that you can make the changes that you deserve in life to get towards the direction that you really want to head in life. So yeah, that's it for now, guys.
All right.